Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Savance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a show that's probably going to piss off a lot of people, but I don't give a damn. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. And also be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. So let's get into today's topic, man. So we're reacting a little bit more to some of the things that Stephen A. Smith said on Gil's Arena. He was up there making up stuff about Kobe Bryant, saying that, LeBron would never let the situation get bad as it did with Kobe at the end of his tenure with the Lakers, forgetting to point out the fact that the guy tore his Achilles tendon, for God's sake, then ruptured his rotator cuff on his shoulder, for goodness sake, and was playing with a bunch of nobodies. Meanwhile, when LeBron got to the team and he got to play with that same Kobe Bryant team, they missed the playoffs. Like, I'm lost with this guy. He forgot the fact that the Lakers had 3 top 75 guys, 4 Hall of Famers, and he didn't even make the play-in tournament. But you want to talk about what Kobe Bryant would have did in all of this. I thought that was a pretty cheap shot. But Stephen A. Smith is one of the people that believes that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. Now, he has LeBron James number 2, and a lot of people do. I'm not one of the people that does. And many of us have always wondered why, right? But in this particular sound, he was basically making an argument for Jordan's greatness, why Jordan should remain the GOAT, and LeBron James, frankly, should not be viewed as being greater than Michael Jordan. And as he was making this point, he decided to go back to the series that pretty much ended it for a lot of people when it came to this GOAT debate, and that was the 2011 NBA Finals series, where LeBron James was, I don't even know what to say. He was absolutely terrible. And I saw those finals. It was absolutely disgraceful. And Stephen A. Smith was essentially saying here that, look, that finals pretty much ended the GOAT debate between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. But before we even get into what he had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. One of the things I love the most is making unforgettable memories with family and friends. And one of the things I hate the most is overpaying for tickets only to find out that there was a better deal out there. That's one of the reasons I started using Game Time. Game Time is the easy go-to app for last-minute tickets to sports, concert, and theater events across 60+ states in the US and Canada. Game Time saves me time, money, and stress by curating only the best deals, so I'm not wasting a whole bunch of time scrolling through overpriced tickets. Game Time Picks is my favorite tool. It highlights the best value seats instantly. No more guesswork, no more wasting time. For example, I'm really looking forward to watching some of these NBA Summer League games. Here's what I like to do. I choose between the cheapest deal, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what I want to do now is I want to play what Stephen A. Smith had to say. I want you guys to listen to it in its entirety, and I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to his comments here.
And then you see somebody like yourself, you know, his age is 0, and then you dropping 60 on somebody. That shit matters. And so you think about those moments, and then you go back to LeBron and his greatness, and you say, yeah, it's there, it's legit. But we do remember the finals against the Mavs. We do remember that you struggled in the fourth quarter of 4 consecutive games. We do remember that J.J. Barea and Jason Terry were guarding your ass and you didn't do something about it.
2 excellent defenders.
Well, no. So I'm just saying that you look at something like that, that don't stop you from being number 2, but it'll stop you from being number 1 because you know what Jordan would have done because Jordan did it. So those kind of things, again, it's all debatable in people's eyes, but not to me when it comes to Jordan. And then they say, well, why not Kobe, you know, with Jordan? I said, because Kobe idolized and practically it was the greatest imitation of Michael Jordan we may have ever seen in terms of style, right? Still came up 1 title short. Still got beat up in the NBA Finals twice. You remember that. And so it's like, you're up there, you're great, but who you aspired to be, you never caught nor eclipsed. And that's how you look at it. So you come to the conclusions for a variety of reasons. But my thing is, I'm not disrespecting you. We're having a conversation about the greatest. You're in the conversation. There's no reason to feel disrespected. It's just a matter of whatever somebody's opinion is.
So you heard what Stephen A. Smith had to say. He's basically saying that, look, that series put an end to all of this GOAT talk and all of that stuff. I would agree. For the simple reason that you can never point to a finals or a series where Michael Jordan fell apart like that, the way LeBron did. Especially given all of the trash talking that LeBron and these guys were doing prior to. You got to understand at that time, that Miami Heat team with those guys were absolutely obnoxious. Dwayne Wade, they were obnoxious. There was even a video where I think they said Dirk had a cold or a flu or something, and you had Dwayne Wade and LeBron James walking through the hallway, like doing fake cough sounds, making fun of Dirk. And they were just obnoxious with that parade that they did, talking about, oh, not one, not two, not three. It was disgusting. And the entire NBA world hated. The only people that supported the Miami Heat, that team were the Miami Heat fans. That was it. Nobody in the NBA supported that team, and everybody wanted to see them lose because it was so arrogant about it. Why? Because they knew they had built a super team. They made the field uncompetitive. It was no longer a competition. They knew that they had ruined the competitive balance of the NBA. They knew this. So when LeBron got to the finals, it was time for him to show up. And boy, did he not. It was bad. And maybe some of you don't realize, Dwayne Wade actually led that Miami Heat team in the playoffs in scoring. It wasn't LeBron. It was Dwayne Wade. LeBron legitimately cost Dwayne Wade a champion. He cost him a championship. We talk about that J.R. Smith blunder that he had. That was LeBron in the whole final. He was like one big J.R. Smith. A 6'8" J.R. Smith in all of those games. It was terrible. They was sunning that dude, bro. Jason Terry, Shawn Marion, they was sunning him. I was watching it. Every time they were scoring him, they would call him a B. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, yo, this is disgusting. They damn near harmed him during that fight. It was crazy. So at the end of those finals, people that were like, okay, is this going to be a real thing? Is this going to be, when they saw that, they're like, this is a joke, bro. This is a joke. This never happened to Michael Jordan in the finals. This is a joke. It was the biggest collapse of a superstar in an NBA finals ever. And I don't think we've seen anything like that since. Given the stakes, given the trash talking, it was horrendous. So that's why a lot of us sit back and look at these twerking ass LeBron fans who be pouring honey. Oh, by the way, LeBron fans, we got the special jar of honey back for you guys. We got it back. This is what they want. This is what they fight for. This is what they live for. They're like a bunch of blood-sucking vampires, but instead of blood, they suck honey. This is what they want. They were hollering and screaming, oh, LeBron to go, LeBron to go. Forgetting the fact that we saw son get his ass whiz-zapped in the finals. Bro, we saw that. And we're not going to unsee it. Now, maybe some of these younger fans who don't know nothing, they didn't know that, but we saw it, bro. Yeah, I know LeBron been playing for a millennia now, but we saw that. And we're not going to unsee it. And they're trying to, oh, it doesn't matter. Nah, it matters. It matters. You go out there and play like that, son, it matters. So for some people, that was the end of the GOAT debate. It was over from that point. Y'all let me know what y'all think about in the comment section. And we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.